The release of a Five Nights at Freddy's movie was inevitable. After 9 years of evolving into one of the biggest sources of kids' toys in the world, the franchise is finally adapted to a proper film with Hunger Games star Josh Hutcherson at the helm. Unfortunately, according to critics, it stinks. With a 27% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, it's clear this film is not aimed at adults, especially those who have played the games but are not invested in the pages and pages of lore. Its PG-13 rating nods to the fact that most of the FNAF fan base is quite young and into mascot horror. As a result, audience reviews have been insanely high, with thousands showing strong scores across the board. Upon reading these reviews, it becomes clear the majority are indeed young fans, and are absolutely ecstatic that their favourite games have been turned into a full-fledged story. And that's okay. If the director of the film knows their audience well enough to make something that adults don't particularly enjoy, but young fans do, then they've achieved their goal. There's even a MatPat cameo, so you know this movie was made for the chronically online and not for regular people. The lead up to the film has seen unending memes and speculation toward its release. Who could forget the movie leaks taking place with the I'm Feeling Romantical edits earlier this year? Not to mention insane levels of hype ensuring FNAF was all anyone could talk about or be exposed to for months on end if they just spent a singular minute of time on Twitter. It's worth mentioning the fact that Nicolas Cage's foray into a similar story called Willy's Wonderland was an obvious reference to FNAF, but performed slightly higher than the official film amongst critics. Perhaps this is simply because fans saw the FNAF film and were ecstatic to see their favourite characters on screen, so much so that they were blinded to the quality of the movie. Or, on the other hand, the FNAF film does such a great job of working on the lore and story surrounding the franchise and hits the nail on the head. Either way, we've got a small cog in a massive cultural machine here, as the film is just a small blip compared to the endless products churned out to appeal to Five Nights at Freddy's enjoyers. In short, the FNAF movie receiving bad reviews by critics is simply a sign that it was made for a very specific demographic, and does not appeal to everyone. As such, it has achieved its goal quite admirably. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.